Hey everyone, this is PerpDEX and today I wanna talk about NADO. I wanna talk about how can you get more points, what is going on with NADO right now, is it still late or not, because right now NADO is the best opportunity to farm PerpDEX. And you are missing it, I guess, because not many users are farming it and I don't understand why. But let's check it out. First of all, I wanna say that I have a Twitter, which is PerpDEX. I also post a lot of about PerpDEX, about crypto there. Follow me. And also, I have a website around Perps, which is perpsmania.com. And I will highly appreciate if you check this one. Links in the comments. There are a lot of information. How can you farm, what you can farm, boosts, events, and so on, so on, so on. And of course, about the NADO itself, my referral link is under comments, in the comments, so you can join only with referral link. Let's get it started. First of all, right now you have boosts for maker points. So maker trades, sorry. It's SPY, QQQ, oil. SPY, it's SP500. This one is tech and Mag 7 equities, which is like main stocks like Microsoft, Nvidia, and so on, silver, gold, and all. So typically that's mainly like the main commodities, the main stocks, and the main thing you can trade right now. Also, it's very useful. They did a boost, so you can actually see a boost and even points. And of course, it's more profitable to trade them. I only say that the only problem that this one is they don't have enough open interest and limiters. For example, gold has enough, really huge one, but only 10x. For example, SPY has much bigger spreads, but it has 20x leverage. Of course, we need to trade with leverage to get more points. But I wanna say that with those points boost, you can get something like 2x, maybe even 3x more points if trading simple assets. That's very important to trade actually those tokens. Yeah, you get these boosts, but there's a secret behind that you don't get that much points because it has spreads, it has lower leverage, it has lower users, and many users are coming to farm them. So in general, you get 2x, 3x for them, and only for maker points. That's important. And also, if you wanna really farm NADO, follow I don't know, my YouTube channel and my Twitter and NADO Twitter. They typically add new tokens and then add a multiplier to them. It's very important to farm using those multipliers. It's really helping a lot. Then let's check out what is going on with prices. Right now, I price NADO at this $1.5 per point. And the thing is that it's like a conservative one, right? So it's something around 500,000 FDV and 8% for the airdrop. The problem is that NADO will have a INK chain drop, not a NADO token, but INK token. So we expecting a drop from INK from the Kraken exchange, because NADO is fully done by Kraken. By the you can find funding information, you can find team information, just simply because this is Kraken PerpDEX exchange, and that's totally fair, totally logical business idea to do a PerpDEX when you have a SEX, because it's hype right now. And yeah, the thing is that, for example, on Poly Market we can see only INFDV predictions, but the problem with that it's like crazy low, because again it's a Kraken, has a huge amount of investment. They have huge amount of like users and so on. Because like if you check about the Kraken, let's open CoinMarketCap and CryptoRank. Let's check exchanges, right? central exchange? No, the central exchange derivatives, for example. Kraken, top 10. And you really think that the Kraken token will be like 250 million? It's super crazy. It's super low. I don't actually believe in that. Also, then we check recent Kraken fundraising. They earn a lot and they even continue collect money. They have almost, like, it's a crazy, almost $1 billion in investments. And valuation is crazy. And the genuine question, like, how Kraken can be this low on chain. Yeah, someone will say that, oh, this is L2, this is chain. Yes, but this is the same thing, the same business as Kraken. I highly doubt that, like, oh, they are launching Ink token, but they will not using it on the Ink chain, like on the Kraken. No, I don't believe in it. It will be used in the Kraken, inside the Kraken. Maybe because the Kraken is fully USA exchange, they will not use it this big. But for example, for me, like $500 million FDV, super easy. I expect even 1 billion FDV. And the main problem for this one, like, we can't expect a high percent of the airdrop to the NADO. This is a mistake some users doing and expect NADO point like $1.5. No, that's not possible, simply because NADO is just a part of Ink chain. The biggest thing, that's NADO is the protocol which is earning fees, earning actual money. Let's check it out. Let's fees. You see? Yeah, that's not that much, but NADO is a top 1 earner. They have a lot of fees, volume, users. TVL is not that big, by the way, but they don't have a nice vault. Vault is super limited. So just imagine, they add vaults, they add some extra stuff, their TVL will skyrocket. Like right now, the vault is 10 mil maximum and appear pretty small. So yeah, imagine what will happen, that they will open more places in the vault, maybe adding some extra stuff, they will grow. So this is top protocol on the Ink chain. So I expect something from 5 to 10% on the TGE to the NADO users exclusively. We can't expect like 15%, 20%, 25%, and so on, just because they don't have their own token and they will have in-chain token. Also, about competition, I forgot to say about this one at the start of the video, but the competition is insanely low. We have 15 points and we have less than 10,000 users. How is that possible? You know, less than 10,000. It's super low. And especially, again, some users check this one and say, oh, I will not farm it, it's low. Yeah, but that's a poly market. It has super low volumes for the chain that huge. And again, I think the problem is that we forgot that it's a Kraken thing. I don't believe that they will launch the bet, because right now you can also earn points inside Kraken with Kraken Pro, where you get points as well. And again, I don't believe that it will go this low. They have like their own liquidity fees revenue. They can use this and launch Ink chain at any price. They can launch it at 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion. That doesn't matter, because they have enough money to make a huge liquidity. The more interesting thing, that they don't need any platforms to do this, because they have NADO, they have Kraken, right? And they have protection with Velodrome. It's not the best idea, but yeah, that's not their, like, let's say, DEX, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, the more matters is that they have NADO and they have a Kraken. And then they don't need anyone else. They just list their token on Kraken, they list their token on NADO, they add some liquidity on Velodrome, for example, and that's enough. They don't need to spend any marketing money, anything. and they control everything by themselves. See, that's really important. And of course, I expect that after Ink Chain, TGE, and so on, so on, so on, there will be more stuff. But of course, I think the more rewards will be going into Ink Chain, into the NADO, into the Kraken in the future. But that's a problem for the TG. We can't expect a nice percent for the 5, from 5 to 10. I count as 8%, which is $1.5 per point with half a billion VDV. I think that's pretty conservative. And the thing is, for example, right now you can farm 1 point, like, first of all, yeah, I have like this amount of points and all-time rank this one. So it's super easy, super non-competitive. Yeah, it's a bit harder to get points, but the thing is that price per point is much less than like $1. Potential profit with limit orders, this one, 5x with limit orders. It's poorly with limit orders. I mean, if you just spend money on this, and if you trade at least like, I don't know, if sometimes you trade in plus PNL, it's a bit better. But with limit orders, you have this potential profit, almost 5x, if you're just spending money on this. And imagine, yes, look at this. This is calculations for simple BTC Ethereum volume. And like Hype or Solana, I don't know, that doesn't matter. But for example, if you farm with this one, if you farm it with multipliers, you can get even more. Imagine, like, if you farm with limit orders, because this multipliers only works with limit orders. If you farm it 4x, you can get like 8x. You can get like much more points, and potential profit will be much higher. TG right now is expected, I mean, at the Perps Mania, I put a second quarter, end of second quarter, but now I think I will be moving it later to the third quarter, and I think this autumn will be hot for PerpDEXs for launches, because I see that many of them are aiming to launch on the autumn, on the third quarter. So it is like at the end of the summer, September, and September, October preferably. We will see, of course, but I don't expect it anymore in the second quarter. I don't think they like have a lot of stuff coming in. They need to work, need to grow their user base, and so on. So thanks everyone for watching. Good luck in trading. Good luck in airdrops. All referral links down in the comments. I will highly appreciate if you comment, put likes, subscribe, follow. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments or ask me in Twitter. I don't know what is easier for you. Thanks everyone, and bye.